I was not ready for my heart to be ripped out of my chest, pulled out, shoved back down my throat just to be ripped out again throughout the whole freaking game. So last time I spoke about a few games that I've been playing, the ones that were stuck in my never-ending backlog, so let's just see how I've done since then. Four out of 6? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Now let's get into some more games I've been playing recently. If you've been playing them as well, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And this is the Unstoppable Backlog. Hello everyone, Lexitan Gaming here, you there, and today we are going over the Unstoppable Backlog, aka the games I've been playing recently. Please subscribe and hit the bell down below to keep up with what I actually managed to finish. This idea is going to haunt me in a few years, isn't it? Now first we have for the Nintendo Switch 2, Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition. Not sure if I've mentioned my history on the channel here before with Cyberpunk, but when it originally came out, a good few years ago now, I actually got so excited that I pre-ordered two copies from Amazon. Both came on the same day. One was like a Steelbook edition and one was just a normal. I don't know how I managed that, to be honest. But you couldn't say I wasn't excited, so the day came, both copies came, and oh my god. My disappointment was immeasurable. We'd waited years for this game at that point, and when it finally came, I couldn't play it. I could not play it. The frame rate was insane. I can put up with some bad frame rate. I got Breath of the Wild the day it came out, okay? But this was on another level. It was unplayable. Thankfully over time it got fixed and now we got an Ultimate Edition with all the DLC included. So far I haven't played much of the game, I'll be honest with you. It's only like 2 or 3 hours, but what I have played has been much better. It's like a Cyberpunk version of GTA from what I've played so far, and that's only a good thing. But yeah, before it even came out on the Switch 2, I'd heard it's gone better, so I thought why not try it, and I'm not gutted like I was all those years ago when I first put it in. So I'll definitely be carrying on my playthrough. Will I finish it? I don't know. I don't know at this point because I think it's a pretty big bloody game, but we shall see. Next up is a game that's still sealed, I'll give you a warning, but we're playing it on the PS5 catalogue on my girlfriend's PS5, and that is Metaphor ReFantazio. My experience with Atlas RPGs is fairly limited. We've literally got Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Persona 5. That's pretty much it until now. Get into SMT, but I loved Persona 5. So when I saw Metaphor being shown and seeing those reviews, I knew I had to get it at some point, and lo and behold, a year later, I finally started playing it. I'm about 10 or so hours into it so far, and yeah, while I know there's a ways to go, I can already tell it's going to be in the same category as Persona, a game that's good and I actually like, for me, and I do expect it to stay there. It's a JRPG with a kind of turn-based, kind of action battle system, I guess. Whatever it is, I think it's great. It's a proper political fantasy story set after the time where the king's been assassinated. You're obviously on the good side, and then there's the bad side, the assassinators, who you are trying to stop being in power. It feels like a very me kind of game. I love that stuff. And I think it's great so far, and I can't wait to play more. Next one's for the Nintendo Switch, and this one's been an illusion throughout my life, it feels like, and it is Final Fantasy Tactics. Throughout the years, I have heard so much about this game. Watching YouTube videos, the top 10s would often have it at the very top, which I never understood, but now I'm starting to. And it's my first ever tactical RPG, so give me a like if it's also your first ever. I consider myself a pretty big Final Fantasy fan, even though I've still got a few left to finish, because I started late. I was late to the party in 2013. That's when I first discovered Final Fantasy X. I'm catching up, okay? But yeah, this remaster, the Ivalice Chronicles, it came at a perfect time, because I was itching for another Final Fantasy adventure. Not that one. And my god, was I happy that it was the one that's gotten away from me for so long. Yes, obviously it's a tactical RPG, and much like Metaphor, is a political fantasy story. You add in the family aspects and betrayals, immorality. Yeah, I can't get into it without spoiling it anymore, but yeah, the music in this game is actually some of the best I've ever heard, and as I'm playing through, I know I recognise it, so I must have seen it on some videos on YouTube before. Another thing to point out in this remaster is the outstanding voice acting that they've added. The game is fully voice acted, and well, as voice as you can get, and they've done a fantastic job with it, like I just said. And it really feels like they made an effort to make this stand out. Again, and I can't wait to get back to it, if I'm being honest. Next up is another game, well, this time it's a whole series that's eluded me. Metal Gear Solid, this one being Metal Gear Solid Delta. Well, Snake Eater Delta. I haven't got a clue actually. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater Delta. It's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater on the PS2. But yeah, as a whole, the entire Metal Gear Solid series, I've never played them. I never had them as a kid, and I never got into them when I was older. But I did want to. I really wanted to see what other people saw in these games. So I did. I eventually bought the remaster of 1, 2, and 3. I popped it in my Switch, started playing the first one, and I couldn't. I don't know what it was, I just wasn't into it at all. But then I saw this. Like I said, it's the remake of the PS2 game, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bloody good so far. The Metal Gear Solid series is about being a sneaky boy special agent going on special missions, and I don't know much else. I'm only a couple of hours in, other things have been taking priority as you hear, but I'll definitely be going back to this one right after I finish the next game we're about to talk about. And that game is Ghost of Yotei. I thought going in, I thought I would like it. I really enjoyed the one before it, Ghost of Tsushima, and even that was a surprise back then. I'd never really played samurai kind of games before, but I saw the reviews Tsushima was getting, and I thought, why not? You know, it could be fun to jump in. I was not ready for my heart to be ripped out of my chest, pulled out, shoved back down my throat, just to be ripped out again throughout the whole freaking game. It was wild, okay? So going into this one, I had high expectations, but I was also really trying to be uber realistic. I thought maybe because I was so caught off guard by Tsushima, maybe that's why I liked it so much. The opening of Yotei was something of true horror, a nightmare. And it throws you headfirst straight in to exactly what this game is going to be about, and it's the simplest reason of all: revenge. I'm about 30 hours in right now, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. When it comes to doing the side content in games, I'm not one to usually do that. Lazy bastard. Hey! I've mentioned before, I like to go through the game's main story, especially with these larger ones. I like to go through that, and the side stuff just stays there. I don't really bother with it unless I really need to. But man, this game's made me question myself. Was I wrong all of these years? Should I have been doing all of this extra stuff? Because I'm loving it now. So why wouldn't I have loved it before? Oh my god, what have I done? Nope. I got bored of it eventually. But those first 15 hours, I was driven. Get to the camps, get to the wolf dens, increase your spirit, watch the foxes play, follow that bird wherever it wants you to bloody go. And I loved it. The story so far has had a couple of major twists, and I didn't see any of them coming, so bravo for that. This is when I'll actually be gutted to be taken off the Unstoppable Backlog, but that time will be coming soon because I can't put this game down. I can't stop playing it, and I'm not angry about that. Okay, lastly, this is just one that we've just started playing, and I say we because me and my girlfriend usually play horrors together for no reason. So, this one, ladies and gents, is Silent Hill 2, the remake. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, how many remakes are on this bloody thing? They're being remade because they're good, people. Just remember that. Now, I say we've just started playing it. We're literally 2 hours in. We started playing it last weekend for just a little bit, just to get it started, and we played it a bit more this weekend, and it's pretty bloody good. It's a story about a husband trying to find his lost wife. So far, that's all I can really get out of it, and we have gone to a certain place, Silent Hill, to try and find her. Now, so far, there have been some parts where it's a little bit, I'm not going to say boring, but It's just, there's not much going on in certain areas, but I hope and I think that will build up, because this is renowned as one of the best survival horror games of all time. And I'm excited to keep going, as long as there's not too many jump scares. Cheers.